Today I'm going to talk about the best way to consume and eat moringa seeds for the maximum absorption. Okay, a lot of people don't like the way that they taste, or they can't stand the way that they taste or the aftertaste. So in this video, I'm going to give you two of the best ways to consume these seeds so that you can go ahead and start seeing the benefits from using them and incorporating them into your lifestyle routine. The first way to eat these seeds is to simply open the pod and crush them up, right? You're going to crush them up. So it won't, I just like to pop it with my finger. It's don't take much. Okay? Get the little seed, okay? So it's a little white pod there, and you're going to crush it up. And that's simply all you're going to do. After you crush it up, then you're going to eat it with some food, mash it up, put it in your food, or put it in a drink. Okay. What that's going to do is it's going to mask the taste, and you shouldn't really hardly taste that aftertaste or that strong, bitter taste that likes to linger in your mouth after you chew on it. And it should not be there as much. You might still have it a little bit, but it won't be as bad. Another good thing about that is it's going to be coated. Your stomach's going to be coated with food and the seed mashed in there together, and it's going to be less likely that you experience upset stomach. So take your pod and use the back of a spoon, crush it into a powder. You're going to make sure you crush it completely, and then you could either just add it to your food or add it to a strong drink, or something that could mask the taste of the seed. If you choose to just chew the seed whole, make sure that you chew it thoroughly. Swallowing the seed whole is you're just going to be throwing away your powerful product, right? Because your body still has to break it down. Crushing it is going to only help to better release the nutrients and the compounds that's found within the seed that helps to contribute to your overall health. So, because if you think of it, if I were to just, pop this seed and chew on it, there's a chance that I might not chew on all the particles of the seed, and that all of it may not completely break down, right? So that right there, that happens, and I'm not gonna be able to consume all of the nutrients from the seed because it's not completely 100% broken down and crushed. This is something that we don't think about too, like when we eat, right? Like if we eat something too fast, we don't chew it thoroughly enough. And that's basically what I'm saying. Just making sure that you break it down or chew it thoroughly. You're going to start experiencing all the health benefits that it has to offer. People experience having more energy. Their overall health feels better. Their skin looks better. Sometimes people get a little bit confused on um, what's the best way to eat them, how many to eat. And I'm going to go over that a little bit in this video. But if you have never heard about moringa or moringa seeds, or you want to give it a try, I would suggest go back and watch my first video. I'm going to link it in the description. And then make sure you watch that video after you watch this one, or you can go watch it first. It doesn't matter. But either way, the information is there for you and for your benefit. So make sure you go and check that video out as well. Now, it is mentioned upon doing research that moringa can be seen as a panacea, which is known as a cure all. So we're just going to use the term lightly here because we don't want to um, take on and say that, oh, it's going to cure everything. We're not saying that here, okay? And I'm certainly not in the position to tell you what something cures. So that's not what I'm doing here. I'm just simply sharing helpful, valuable information that you can use for yourself. And of course, make sure that you go and continue to do your research so that you can make the best educated decisions based off of what you learn, not only from this video, but from other content as well. so that you can make the best choices when it comes to your health. A lot of people like to use moringa for daily energy, but I want to remind you that you don't need to consume it on a daily basis since it is so powerful and so heavily um, nutrient dense, right? So you don't need a whole lot to go a long way. It's the opposite. You need just a small amount. A small amount goes a very long way. The second best way to consume and eat the seed is by soaking the seed. So you can soak the seed really for however long you want to, especially if you're in a crunch for time and you don't have time to sit there. And you can either soak it overnight, 15 to 24 hours before consuming it, or you can just let it soak 5 to 10 minutes before you consume it. And what that does is just going to help to um, make that seed more digestible because it's absorbing all of the moisture, and from the moisture, it's going to help to break down inside of the digestive system in the intestines where all of the absorption happens, right? And that's where our body pulls whatever we need out of our food after we eat it. This is also going to be very helpful for people who have sensitive stomachs. That way, you won't have to worry about feeling nauseous or any type of nausea on the stomach after consuming just one seed. So there are many ways you can use the seed and incorporating it into your food. After soaking the seed, you can simply just eat it by itself, or you can mush it up and put it in your smoothies or your food or your drink or whatever you prefer. Some good options you can try mixing it, crushing it up, and put it in things like oatmeal, cereal, smoothies, juices. Try adding a little bit of lemon juice to your drinks. Lemon juice is a really good option to help mask the taste of strong foods. Chase it with a little bit of ginger. Ginger itself is really strong, so that is a good way to clear your palate from that bitter aftertaste. And I guarantee you it won't be there after chasing it with a piece of ginger. Chew on it for a few seconds and then chase it with some water. That should pretty much do the trick, or however you prefer. It is recommended to start out with one seed, okay? Two seeds is going to be your maximum. If you've never ever eaten moringa seeds a day in your life and you think that you want to give them a try, I would suggest start out with one seed and work your way up. If you feel like your body accommodates to it later on down the road to be able to eat more, then that is totally up to you. But the research says to stick with one seed first and then work your way up to maximum if you're just starting out, to be on the safe side. Because what we're finding is, I found that a lot of people are having digestive issues or negative side effects after consuming moringa seeds. They're having issues with upset stomach, or um, things like their stomach feeling upset or unwell, and that pretty much ties into the fact that the moringa seed is really very potent, or very, very strong in the compounds, the natural compounds that it has. Okay, before we move ahead, let's talk about absorption. Say, for instance, if I decide to consume 10 of these seeds at one time, right? That's going to create an absorption issue, whether you realize it or not, because number one, there is no way your body can possibly absorb all of the nutrients that is packed in this tiny little seed at one time. So what's going to happen is your body may be able to absorb some of it and flush out the remainder. It just becomes waste because there's only but so much of it that your body can take in at one time. That's why it is important to remember to, like I said, start out small, 1 to 2 seeds per day maximum. And if you've never ever taken it before, one seed. Moringa seeds are so strong that they will affect the use of certain medications, right? It's going to definitely lower blood pressure and blood sugar. So you want to be mindful of that. I would say if you are still consuming the seeds with your medication, make sure you do it at the opposite end of the day. Like if you take your medication at the top of the day, make sure you do not consume the seed anywhere near the time that you take your medication. Take it at the opposite end of the day where you're not taking your medication, and see how that helps you. But do remember that, there are some precaution there. So you want to make sure that you use things with caution, because remember that just because it's natural and it's a natural herb does not mean that it is completely 100% safe for you. Also, as far as what time of day to take it, there's no set time limit on a certain time of the day when to eat your moringa seeds. If you prefer to eat it in the top of the day, that's fine. If you prefer to eat it at the end of the day, that is fine as well. It is noted that the seeds can be good for up to 1 year or even longer than that, as long as the mature seed that is dried is intact and inside of the pod. So if you can do your research on that if you want more information about that. So I just wanted to come on and share that with you guys. I hope that you found value in this video. If you did, make sure you leave a comment. Let me know what your experience is eating the seeds. How do you prepare your seeds? Do you crush yours up? Do you put it in food, or do you just eat the seed alone by itself? How are you handling the side of the potential side effects, like that bitter aftertaste? Are you okay with the way that it tastes? Can you withstand it? Or are you okay with it and just, go on about your day? Please let me know in the comment section, and I will see you guys over in the next video.